Hi, welcome to Aunt Hetty's Creative Home. I'm Heather and I like to share crafting, baking, homemaking, do-it-yourselves with you, and I hope you subscribe to my channel. Our first do-it-yourself project today is going to be a fall clipboard sign, and it really is super simple. Seriously, a child could do it. I have one of these old clipboards that I got at a thrift store, and if you don't have an old one, that's okay. You can use a new one too. Of course, wood probably would look the greatest, but you can also paint them or whatever you need to do to get the look. I found this printable for free online. I will link it in the description box. But there are seriously so many free ones if you just do a search on Google. This one I picked because it really matches the colors that I'm going to be doing this year in my fall decor. So I used my paper cutter here, and I just took a little off of each of the top, bottom, and each side. Other than that, I simply inserted it into the clip, and here you can kind of see how it looks with some of my other decor that I have. I really love that real greenish teal color this year that's in with the orange. And see how cute and simple that is. The second do-it-yourself project that I wanted to show you is also very easy, a little more time consuming, but nothing terrible. It's going to be a little cutting board that has a fall motif, and we're just going to decoupage it on. So first I found these cute napkins, and they were at Dollar General. And they have a truck on them and a bunch of pumpkins. And I got them for $1.50. And they are 2-ply. Now most napkins are 2-ply or 3-ply. And basically that's just how many layers it is. So we are only going to be using the first ply that's on the top. So we're going to want to peel off the whole second ply. So if you go to a corner, you can get it started, and then it really comes off quite easily. You just have to go a little slow so it comes off completely at one swoop with it, instead of having to go back and redo any. So here you can see how it just pulls apart. And I usually do the whole sheet because a lot of times I'll save the rest of it. We're only going to use a little part, and you can use the rest for other projects. So I usually just go through and get that top layer. Now, I don't like to cut mine out with scissors because it leaves the edges really too straight and smooth. And for this project, I found it works better to have something that's more a little feathered on the edges, looks a little older and more rustic. So I found that if you take some water on a paintbrush and you just go around the area that you want to tear out, and then just give a little tug, and it just pulls right off. And it gives you a nice edge that doesn't look so straight and smooth. It looks a little older and more antique-like. And so then I'm just going to kind of go around and kind of pull off the edges a little better and make sure they're all even and there's none that are sticking out a lot more than others. And you'll be able to kind of tell what you think looks best. Now, of course, you can use any fall napkin design that you like. There's some really cute ones out, and I love the fall colors this year. So you can see I have that done now. And here's my little tiny cutting board that I found. I don't even know if it's newer or old or what, but I got it at a thrift store. And I'm just going to decoupage this napkin onto the front of this to make a little decor piece. And it's very simple to do. You're just going to need the Mod Podge. I like the matte finish. That way it's not real shiny. Again, you know me, I always like things looking older and more rustic, more distressed. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a very thin coat on. You don't want to get it too thick because you're just going to want to get the napkin a little bit of glue on it so that it lays down nice and flat. But you don't want to put too much where it'll rip it very easily if it gets too wet from the glue. So you can see here, I'm just going to very carefully put it down where I want it on the wood. And then you're going to very carefully just push down with your palm of your hand and your fingertips. And once you get it all down so that it's stuck to the wood, you're going to kind of want to take your fingertip and just work your way around and make sure all of the little creases get laid down flat. Any bubbles that may be in it, you can use your finger to kind of iron them all out. And of course, if you've ever worked with Mod Podge before, you know that this part is very simple to do. Now, a thin layer of Mod Podge will start drying relatively quickly. So you just want to get it done and then let it sit for a while. And when it dries, we'll do a second coat here. The second coat will make sure that there's glue on the top of the napkin also, so that it gives it a nice finish and it protects it. Now this is not going to be for food use. This will just be for decor now. So you don't have to worry about putting on anything safe for food, unless of course you wanted to eat off of yours. So when you put this second layer on, you're just going to kind of want to dab the glue on the napkin first so that you don't rip at the napkin when you're coming off of it. And here's what it looks like when we get it all on there. I love the look of it when it dried here. It looks very antique-like, and I love the colors of it. So here I just put it next to that little sign that we made earlier on the clipboard, and some other little pumpkins I've made for fall. And I really think it turned out cute. So let me know what you think of these two easy crafts to do, and hopefully you can find something similar in your thrift stores that you can make these projects yourself. I appreciate everybody for watching so much, and I am really enjoying making the videos. I appreciate your patience while I am learning all this, but I am just having so much fun, and I really appreciate you watching. So until next time, I will say goodbye, and we will see you then. Thanks.